Oh,
I got a
good
question.
God. I gotta talk
When our
about my
first,
job now.
yeah, we're gonna get into it. When our first that one video we first played together, that shitty one barrier map or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
When that first hit a million view, what was your? Because that thing fucking skyrocketed.
So that was the summer of, I believe, 2019,
That
which
was that long
was
ago. That
which
was.
was coming off of a very underwhelming Black Ops 4 year. Black Ops 4 was very underwhelming. So custom zombie, like my channel growth did not come from Black Ops 4. It came from custom zombies. So I was doing a lot of that. And the very first video we had recorded together was on that like a nameless one barrier map somewhere
I
in the
remember what it looks
workshop.
like.
Yeah, it was like it was almost like a Minecraft, like like quartz looks like in Minecraft. Like it was just like a
That's what it
quartz
was.
fucking Minecraft little fucking. It was so stupid, and there were just a billion perk machines lined up. It was just like one of those maps that we
Super low
notoriously play
effort.
constantly. So we ended up playing that map, and like I don't even know how it came about me reaching out to you. Like, do you remember how that went about? Because I do not. Like,
All I remember I reached out to you if I could react to one of your videos.
yeah,
And then
okay,
I think it was something to do with that, like how I reached out to you for that, and then you're like, "Hey, we should play sometime together." And then eventually you came back and reached out to me,
maybe,
something like that. I
maybe,
don't remember too much.
yeah. And then we hopped in a game of custom zombies. We recorded just like a very trivial video, in my opinion. It was like maybe less than an hour. Uploaded that. It did very well. I'm like, okay, maybe there's something to this. So I stuck with that. And that was a summer where custom zombies just happened to be doing super well. That was like BO3 custom zombies
That
breakthrough.
was the year.
Like it for some reason it was like it existed a long time before that, but people did not start playing BO3 custom zombies a lot until that summer. And so that summer I took full advantage of that shit, and I was playing a ton of custom zombies. And I think what does well on YouTube is content that's very like almost relatable is a good term. It's like how like for example these shorts, like YouTube is doing a new thing where they have shorts where it's like I think it's a minute or less where you can make a quick little video,
Hmm.
and it's just a very brief sort of video that you can upload. It's like, well, people like content that's very relatable, very simple, very quick. And so I was thinking with custom zombies, I can make a bunch of content where I just have like one or two dudes playing with me, in which case it was you, Turbo, and Lex. We had that group chat where we were all like, let's fucking link together and let's play some zombies. So I was thinking we have that concept of like a couple different dudes and we just play different custom zombies maps, title it weird, obscure shit that just doesn't make sense. Like we played a map where we were 50 fucking cent, all four of us, and we were
That was
playing
a
at the
great
Cluck and
map.
Bell.
I love that.
That shit is just like that's just an example of the shit we were doing.
Well,
And
and
so that to me feels like that video, even though it got demonetized, I think has still like 500,000 views. Like
Yeah, it did
shit
insane.
like that does well on YouTube. It did at the time at least. Like that shit works to some extent.
I think
We
the funniest thing that came from all of that, because I still had no idea who the fuck you were back when all this was happening. Like I was really gone from pretty much everything. I would text Justin like maybe once a month just so we knew the other person was alive. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, like I see you blowing up. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And he like gave me a quick TLDR, and I clicked on a video, and it was one of those fucking ones where you were Kermit, and I was like,
Oh good lord.
I understand why he's blowing up. I was
was
like, I
great.
understand it because
Yeah.
this feels like OG like gaming YouTube videos. It's like
Almost
you
like
guys are playing
Van
as
like
random
is
characters.
Vanoss a correct like sort of comparison?
Mhm.
It's almost like a
That's what I
type of
did.
content
Yeah.
that's very like
So
it's not that hard to make. Like people can make that type of content, but it's just like there's like this weird sort of intangible element to this type of content where it's just like I guess somehow made it work. I can't explain to you how that type of shit works. Like some
You
people
just
just find like a niche in like the YouTube algorithm where they're just like they find their way and it's like inexplicable. Like how do you I don't know how to explain it. It's just a really weird process. Maybe I was
it
picked at
still
random.
amazes me. Yeah, pretty much.
Like I feel like
uh,
that is how it is sometimes.
I really do. I think because my second channel, I uploaded one video. Just it was just a shitty stream clip that I got just showing off my guns, and it got like almost 500,000 views. It's like, what the fuck? Why?
well, I mean, there's a lot of parts of it. You have the AVD, you have the click through rate, you have the like not just the AVD, but the first 30-second AVD where it's considered the intro, and then you have all these like little things like the transcripting, you have the meta tagging, you have the everything. Like we found out because, like I said, I worked the YouTube guy. We found out that the words you say in the video that get transcribed are also saved as metadata and are used in the algorithm as well. To where if you say Mr. Beast 20 times in your video, when people look up Mr. Beast,
Mr. Beast,
there's a
Mr. Beast,
chance
Mr.
that
Beast,
your video could show
Mr.
up.
Beast, Mr. Beast.
So,
Giveaway,
and it's
giveaway.
like that, though. Which is why if I looked up Crazy Rabbit and a guy has a video where he talks about you, but you're not in the title, you're not in the tags or description or anything, that could still show up if I looked for Crazy Rabbit on YouTube. Like that's how crazy YouTube's algorithm is. And there's so many little things that play into it, and sometimes you just accidentally hit that bullseye and it just shoots you through the roof and you didn't
Very
even realize it.
complex. Very intricate system that doesn't really make any rhyme or reason
No.
to anybody.
None
Makes
of
no
it's
fucking
well
sense.
documented. You literally just got to keep guessing.
Yeah, and
Makes no
guys like
fucking sense.
Mr. Beast, for example, guys like that do sort of pick up on trends and sort of like different quirks in the algorithm, and guys like that figure it out as best as they can, and they really take that to their advantage. Guys like us who fucking swear in our videos and have dark humor, we're kind of just screwed. We're kind of like at the bottom of the barrel, no matter how hard we try.
Going for
Like,
scraps.
I get monetized, but like not nearly as well as I could be if I were doing something like that was completely harmless. Like if I were just like a non-swearing Minecraft good boy Christian YouTuber, like I'd probably be making like at least triple what I'm fucking making right now as somebody who swears constantly. I have really dark humor. I have a filter, but to a very low extent. I feel like I don't really hold back as much as I probably should. And you, on the other fucking hand, are
am
even
a saint.
worse of a story. Even way
I
worse.
am a saint.
I can't even imagine what it's like. I can't even imagine how discouraging that must be. You know what
It
you got to do?
sucks.
You got to stop swearing in the first minute of your
I
video.
don't. I'm a good boy now for the
just
first.
go full video without swearing and see what it does.
You're asking a lot here, bud. You're asking a lot.
Dude,
Censor
like,
it. You can censor it too.
you can say controversial shit, but try not like. You can say words like hell and damn, I think, pretty easily on YouTube's algorithm. But if you say words like fuck and shit, like really sort of like sharp profanities, they pick up on that more than anything else. And if it's in the first
see,
60 seconds to 90 seconds of your video, they crack down on that especially.
Well, that's something I've been doing. Like, I won't try to say. I really won't say anything bad for like the first 3 minutes of the video, and then even when I try to edit out sometimes like the F word and shit, they would still hit me. And so I'm just like, I just gave up. I was like, there's no reason. Majority of my money comes from donations. I'm just gonna keep doing what's working because
Right.
this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Right.
No, streaming is the way to go for you, 100%.